All right, here we are.
Good evening.
I got a welcome tattoo on my forehead. Look at there, dude. That's good stuff right there. Look at that.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, it did. It did. It's augmented reality. Let's just take that away right here. Let's get that and we'll just take that away right there.
You know who wishes that was like Post Malone?
Oh,
burn.
One day face tattoos won't be cool. Here I am with Sal.
Good evening,
Sal,
sir.
local artist in the area who is did our front gate at the St. Pete side lot, did an amazing job. And he has these cool, badass cards right here. Right, look at that, dude.
I got lucky.
Ooh, doggy. Can you feel that? I can feel it down to my plums.
I can feel it too. And
yes.
I got to thank Sam for those because she did an amazing job on them. And so
Yep.
Thankfully, I only have 100 of them to give out, but tonight only, we're offering on the Downtown Pete website $99.99. You too can get yours.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
It's a great deal.
It's an incredible deal right there for this incredible one of a kind, one of 100 kinds.
This is the first gen business card. Oh, look at the reflection there.
It's amazing.
Have to add that I'm just wearing the glasses to match the card, so I guess I'll take them off that.
So Sal is a local artist. Deals with welding as his medium. There's a freaking bug.
We'll get it. We're gonna get it.
I hate that bug. I've been trying for an hour, dude. So, but thank you for coming in tonight.
I appreciate you having me and pumping the biz. Like I said, I build everything, not just metal, but I've done plenty of other projects for it. Ronnie, little known fact, bought my first major sculpture, or I guess second major sculpture that I ever made, which was a 1/100 scale Eiffel Tower, which is still out back.
It's still out back. Yep.
And
I did sell. I sold that.
You did?
No.
I got first right of refusal. It's all good.
It's one of our favorite.
So
it's one of our favorite props.
After last Saturday's side lot event, we decided we were going to get together and do a little duo show and see if we could pick it up or not. So let's roll right into it.
Let's roll right into it, man. So here we are. So we're going to start off with we always start out with a local shout out, highlighting some of the coolest companies and coolest people of the St. Pete area.
Absolutely.
And one of our favorites is Tracy Kennard. Boom! Right there.
Your virtual footprint.
Yeah, your virtual footprint. She will get you going. Tracy's not here to tell us what your virtual footprint is, but you need to check it out.
It is everything for your social media platforms, for advertising, marketing, business structure, strategy, you name it. She was instrumental in launching the Warehouse Arts District.
100%. Yes.
Almost 10 years ago.
It's very hard for me not to call her for social media advice because that's what she does. And I'm like, you can't call her. That's how she makes her living, man.
Yeah, I know. It's absolute guru. And business-wise, you need to look at your virtual footprint. And if you're struggling with social media, I can guarantee you the turnaround time that she'll do for you would just be amazing.
Yep. Let's like that right there. She's liked. Yes.
Yeah.
Tracy, we heart you. So yes,
cheers to your virtual footprint. First cheers.
My birthday partner in crime. This last one right there.
Still recovering.
Oh man.
All right.
So you guys check it out. A great person to know here in the St. Pete area. Incredible person. So shout out to Tracy. So here we go. We're going to go into our next thing, which is one of my favorite movies.
Oh boy.
One of my favorite movies.
Why is that? Before you announce the movie, why is one of your favorite movies?
Okay.
Like cinematically.
Cinematically, one of my favorite movies because I think the director is Paul Thomas Anderson, which I love. He's done some great movies. The all-star cast, set in the 70s and 80s. Sketch style. It's not like Quentin Tarantino style. It's not trying.
I was just thinking that it's just short of it.
Just short, but it's not trying to be like that. It's its own vehicle. But it is Boogie Nights, dude. Boogie Nights. It is so good. And the last reason why I love it, Heather Graham does get topless, and that is never a bad thing. So here's the boobies.
Cheers. Roller Girl.
Roller Girl is the part she played, and she's
dude. I believe the proper nomenclature is Roller Girl.
Roller Girl is. It's got a Burt Reynolds. Rest in peace, Burt. The Smokey and the Bandit himself.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Who another R.I.P.
Yeah.
Why is it?
William H. Macy. the first one, like I don't know much about the director, you know your name, but in terms of the cast, when you said all-star cast, I was like, I ain't got enough hands.
But you ain't.
But
You ain't.
Burt Reynolds' character in that was like amazing, and so was a Mark Wahlberg's because he actually played like a submissive kind of role, even though he
he's masculine and
well he was masculine because everybody has a gift. If you know what that gift is,
you have to watch the end of the movie to see that.
The very end. I mean,
very end.
That's another thing cinematically because you're sitting there and you're like, it's supposed to be based off of John Holmes, right?
Yeah.
Who was?
Yeah. I don't know why I said 4 times there, but yes. Yeah. I'm so excited about John Holmes.
Yeah, I know. But at the end, and you're like, so what's the big deal? And then, prosthetics in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You're
not supposed to show the penis. If you do, it has to be super fast.
Yeah, it's like quick, full frontal.
Boom, and you're like, was that a penis? I don't know if that was a penis or not. And it's not subliminal fast. You do get to see it, and it's not really Mark Wahlberg's penis.
No. But I mean, if it is, you can believe it. You can believe it, but
it's large and in charge, man. And it's
but the whole movie is based around that. But Burt Reynolds was like the alpha, and Mark Wahlberg was actually kind of like. Unlike all the movies that followed that later on, where he was like, Mr. Cock
which shows he had some acting range.
Oh yeah. But he was like this innocent guy, he had this weird bell haircut, and he was like a busboy. He's like, I'm only 17. So
and Julianne Moore. I forgot about Julianne Moore. Yeah, she's in it too.
Julianne,
fucking bug, people don't get it. So it is.
So the reason we're getting to Boogie Nights is because
we got this right
tonight,
here.
one night only.
Look at that. That is a disc play. It has the soundtrack right here.
Is that soundtrack or DVD?
It's a soundtrack, and it comes off quite easily. And that is John Holmes, an actual picture of him outside of an adult theater. And he had a rocky road, man. He really did. Poor big dick bastard.
John Holmes wasn't with the whole Manson thing with the chick, right?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he was mixed up in that.
I think he did get AIDS. He did contract AIDS. He did die of AIDS, and it's
born in the 70s.
Born in the 70s with a free for all.
Well, they were pioneers. They were like the Lewis and Clark of porn.
I mean, they were.
Literally.
You have Deep Throat. You have that. This
Debbie Does
Johnson. I mentioned it in the last episode. Deep Throat was actually screened in actual theaters, and it was kind of trendy to go watch it.
Because it was rated X, right?
It was rated. It was triple X.
Oh, triple X.
It was triple X, and it just became this thing. The 70s was like, it was all about that, dude. It was all about
well coming out of the 70s,
sexual revolution, man. And it wasn't like frowned upon. Now it is now because you look at like what Linda Lovelace went through when she put her book out, and she was basically, raped on screen. It was a horrible situation. So not something to be glamorized, but it is part of our pop culture.
Well, yeah. Fortunately and unfortunately, even going back further than that to where like with black and white daguerreotypes of like a woman showing like the edge of her pubic hair and people going to jail and stuff for that.
Oh yeah.
So
you go back to Playboy, and when he first shipped.
Oh yeah, Hugh Hefner
and his first issue of Playboy, he got arrested because they said it was indecent. And he had to prove that was not indecent.
And there was art.
It was art, and it was like something. So there was a lot of stuff that happened in the 60s and 70s that was.
Boogie Nights, to bring it back home.
Hey,
my job's to
bring it back. Bring it back.
Unfortunately, tonight we don't have producers or any screeners. We're just
Mark is not here. Mark is not here. And if you're watching, Mark, I'm upset about that because you're always one.
We're missing the big M over there.
Big M over there. Yeah.
But like every good show needs a producer. So Ronnie's producing and directing, and I'm kind of just trying to keep him on track. But to bring it back home. Boogie Nights cinematically encapsulates the good, the bad, and the ugly of the 70s without being crazy, without Tarantino style.
Sure.
With the exception of William H. Macy killing himself because his wife was
transition. Well, there's two things that happen in that movie. I think that are very, very amazing. Is one, the transition from 70s to 80s.
Oh yeah,
how they cinematically showed that, and the very end of the movie, which was very controversial. Just because they showed it longer. They tested it. They said, they probably went to the producers and said, how long can we show this prosthetic penis? How long can we do it? And they were like, 3.4 seconds. And the guy was like, okay, 3.4 seconds. That's the only we're going to show it.
Because, it was the comeback. It was like, you came to the top,
boom.
You crashed, cocaine came back, brought you to the top, and then you realized it, and then it was like, we're going back.
Such a good movie. So, one of my favorite movies. If you've never seen it, you have to go see it. You have to see it. It's a classic. It is a little risque. But
not too bad.
It's not too bad.
There's like
Yeah.
Not much.
So,
All right.
so we're going to go from that
Oh boy.
cinematic masterpiece to a blast from the past. So now
I can't even believe this when I pre-screened it, but I'm not gonna say anything.
yeah, don't say it. So now you go on YouTube and there's a million one of these guys doing funny videos like this.
Or TikTok.
TikTok and it's social media. This guy put this out before social media, before any of these YouTube videos were going on. He actually put a DVD out before there was even YouTube videos of this. So I happen to have a copy.
This is amazing.
I have a copy of this, askaninja.com. And this guy put this out 14 years ago. I didn't even know I had a copy. Did you get it? Man, that guy's crafty. So I've had this sitting at my house for a while, and I was like, I gotta tell people about this.
Wait. So just to give you a little bit, there's episodes.
Yeah, he does episodes, and you used to be able to call in and say, hey, can you talk about this? Can you talk about this?
You know what really grinds my gears and like...
Yeah, exactly. So the clip I'm about to show you is someone called in and said, hey, I want you to talk about how do you kill a ninja? And he was like, what? I'm a ninja. I'm going to take this. So I'm going to show you this 2-minute clip. Don't get bored. It's 2 minutes. Here we go.
It's totally worth it.
It's totally worth it. It totally is worth it.
Wawa Classic Hoagies are
You gotta watch a freaking commercial.
like turkey,
Is this like
Italian, and the
Mystery Theater
cheesesteak,
2000?
all
where we
crafted
get
to crave.
have our
It's never
silhouettes
been
over
more
and
fun to
talk
be
over
hungry.
video?
Just order ahead and prepay on the Wawa app. Wawa Classic Hoagies are only $4.99 each.
Okay, here it comes.
Well, I am ninja, he's ninja, she is ninja too. I am ninja, we are ninja, but I believe that you are ninja too.
Randy asks a ninja. How do you kill a ninja? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why all the hostility? What did a ninja ever do to you? Oh, right. Personally, I think it's a little rude to ask someone how to kill them. I've said it. Randy is rude. Rude Randy. Rude Andy. I have trained hard so that I never have to ask anyone how to kill them. And I think, on some level, they appreciate that. I don't really know because of the dead thing. I'd like to sync up with one of those ghost mediums with nice boobs like Patricia Arquette. Let's make it Rosanna Arquette. Let's go ahead and make it just Courtney Cox through the David Arquette. You know, if we're going that far, we'll just make it Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer, I know you've probably heard this before, but I respect your hair. Killing a ninja is a terrible thing to do. Ninjas are an important part of the eco-bio-deathosphere. It's very Lion King. If you kill all the wolves, you're gonna have a crap load of bunnies. And by bunnies, I mean stupid people. And it's really sad when a ninja dies. A ninja funeral
Other
is
fucking guy.
everybody wears black. Just a big chorus of bagpipes. And they usually play something by Johnny Mathis. They get a black flag and they fold it very taut into an exact triangle, and then they slice the widow's head off with it. Just go like that, and they usually take out as many members of the ninja's family as possible. You gotta be on your toes at a ninja funeral. Alright, I've hemmed and hawed enough. If you absolutely have to kill a ninja, it's pretty easy, actually. All you have to do is, and then, once that's done, gelatinous laser that fills up the box. And then you need to kidnap Chris Rock. Put all the goats in a blender. There's still more work to be done. Once you have recalibrated the kinetoscope, John Cougar Mellencamp, if you could put yourself right about here. And then as long as you make sure that you have thoroughly painted the pigeons. Done. Ninja dead. I might have said too much. But thanks for your question, Randy. You look forward to killing me soon. Ha!
Shop downtownpete.com.
Ha! The mañana, haña, haña de, listen to me, ninja. It's the circle of death.
It's the circle of death.
And there you have it.
Whoa. Yeah, that was
That was outstanding, right?
that.
Okay.
I mean, you go first.
I'm just saying, you got to remember that was 14 years ago, and think about where the world was 14 years ago.
Oh my
think
goodness.
about where things were. I don't think YouTube was out yet. I don't think
2006, it probably was.
it's right
But
around
like
where it started.
2004, 2006 is like the birth point.
Yeah,
Somebody want to fact check us?
Yeah, I mean,
like, we're
seriously.
missing our producer tonight.
there was no social media, So this guy was, and he's still around. I saw that and I went on.
Reminds me of like Bob Odenkirk. Remember the little thumb videos where he did the thing? There were little thumbs, and like I remember cousins went nuts at it. It was little thumb videos, and they were dressed up.
And it was like,
and it was Bob Odenkirk.
I crush your head. I crush your head.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
Kids in the Hall. I mean, that's going way back. Oh, Jesus, we're on a tangent now.
Yeah,
so my take, 2 cents on the
Yeah,
Ninja.
give it to me. Give it to me.
You showed it to me just before we went on air. And if you've ever seen the movie Dodgeball, and Ben Stiller's character, the leader of Globo Gym, and he talks just like that. And I think hashtag Ben Stiller, he stole that character from the Ninja because
Might have.
I'm
gonna call him up.
I watched it and I was like, I'm watching the demo tape of Ben Stiller being, I'm the leader of Globo Gym. I did better than you. You're just nothing. Right? Like I saw it immediately, and like I couldn't see past that, so it was really hard to see the content.
Sure.
But after watching it a second time, it's funny like Bob Odenkirk. So that's my take on it.
Okay, I like that take. I like that, and I agree with you. I agree with you on that one.
A side,
You
B
know?
side. It's like a single.
Okay.
A side, B side.
So you guys check it out. If you guys, I think,
And tune in next week for more episodes because apparently there's a number on this DVD.
Well, and it's still around. In fact, if you go on YouTube right now and do type in Ask a Ninja, he's interviewing Will Ferrell. So he's still around, which is amazing. So
there was a guy like the Amazing Mike or something who was
it's
like,
amazing Andrew, amazing. Yeah.
and he's like this terrible, like kind of jokester magician.
Yes. I just saw it.
Yeah. And he was like terrible. He's like, pick a card, any
What's
card.
not amazing Andrew? It's amazing Jonathan.
Yes.
That's
And
it.
it goes
Amazing
back to the
Jonathan.
80s. He's
Yes,
probably the same
yes.
guy. All right, what do you got next?
There's Ask a Ninja. Now we're going to go into something we do every time. Burp. That's what we do every time. We're going to go into records.
Oh, this is an important part.
This is a very important part.
This is
An
where we
important
get
segment right
deep.
here.
Then they're like, all right, so
Important
this is kind of like a Rorschach test. We're gonna flash an album. We're gonna do like,
segment. Anybody know this band? Little Nitty, the Little Nitty Dirty, Little Gritty Dirt Band. All right, so I am from Georgia, as you guys know, right? And we have some bands that are Southern rock, and this is one of
like E
them.
REM.
That happens, dude. That happens, man. So like what's it? Marshall Tucker
Marshall
band,
Tucker band.
Charlie Daniels band.
Whatever happened to them?
I don't know. I think
Can't you
I don't
see?
know. Can't you see? So little gritty dirt band. Hard for me to say, I guess. I'm gonna find a place to put them. I think I'll put them right there.
Next time when our producers
Dude.
here, we'll just have it.
This one right here, Jackson
Oh.
Brown, dude.
Running on
Empty. And they got that one song about like giving homage to the roadies, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so good, man.
Oh,
And
won't
cocaine.
you stay? That's a cover, isn't it?
But he goes.
Yeah,
into that.
he
It's into that.
he elaborates on
Such a good that right there.
I was thankful to
Such
have
a-
parents that had great musical taste. My dad was a
They had
DJ.
That was amazing.
Well, no, I mean, all these albums you're pulling out, like most of them.
What about this one?
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
how sexy is that? If those three girls are in the recording studio, we're doing it, man. We're doing it right there. I want to record a song right here. Keep on.
I guess what I would think of as a kid when I'd go through my father's record collection,
Mhm.
I didn't know anything about the band. Like, I thought Pink Floyd was a person. I thought
Mhm.
Fleetwood
Sure,
Mac was
sure,
a person.
yeah.
You know, because I was like 6, 7 years old. And then I'd come across White Snake, Hooked, and it's this naked chick on a hook hanging above the water. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, it was like a nudie pic to me, but it was
Yeah.
an album cover. But now, as I grew older, I realized that like the album artwork sold
Oh,
albums.
100%. And think about it, guys. Think about when
Records, albums.
when you were in the 70s and 80s, there wasn't any computers. So if you spent the time to actually create some artwork on that album,
Oh yeah,
and the fact that it was amazing because you're like, how they do
there was
that?
nothing digital. Well, very little digital.
Very little.
Like
and
the
if you
Tron
did,
shit.
and if you did have it, they didn't know how to do it. The people at home didn't know how to do it. They didn't have access to it unless you
No.
were in that.
You had to like go to
business.
college to learn how to run like.
Exactly. Even something like this. Like, I mean, this isn't graphics, but this
Steely
is just
Dan.
really good photography
Really good
Yeah.
music.
and really good music. You know,
What genre would you throw Steely Dan into?
that's what is that? Like some good. It's not yacht rock, but it's
Like
it's
easy
step
rock?
up. It's like a just easy listening. You know, type just like it's not gonna get me go out there and do some slam dancing, whatever that is. But I'm gonna dig it. I'm gonna dig this stuff right here. Just like, well, okay, here's an example of graphic work when there wasn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right? Like, how did they do that?
No, that was done like physically, like screen print wise.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? They made screen print lithographs.
I gotcha. Okay,
Lithographs. So they compile layers of drawings and colors. I'm assuming. I mean,
cool. Assuming.
I'm
But
I'm the foremost authority on
and
album
if you were in the
artwork.
'70s and you're a rock band, I think it's a prerequisite that you've got to be naked with your members in some form or fashion.
Oh yeah.
And these guys are just like, we have no problem. And who came up with the idea? I mean, think about what's going on here, dude. We're like, how about we're floating in space, great, or
But we're
or-
still trapped in
we're
prison.
Trapped. It's
And
a
it's the
crime of the century. But yeah, here we are with naked, but with top hats and
And-
cloaks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd be better if the top hats were self-supported and minus the coach, because then it'd be like, you know.
Right?
But what I'm seeing here is like the irony of the timing of the album, "The Crime of the Century." You know, like
See, and that's something, it's funny, I'm not that deep unless I'm, that deep, if you guys know what I mean.
well,
But it's funny that there always was a meaning to those albums.
well, I mean, and that's the thing. Like the point is that the artwork on the covers, when you had to go to a store and like when you were searching for new music, you couldn't just like hit a button and like remember that, listen to the track when you go
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
Bananas
like
when they had
Tower
CDs.
Records and
No,
such.
no, you looked at an album, it was sealed. You're like, oh,
But
$17.
you had to sell you with the cover.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
That was
It's like this one right here. I would have bought this one just to
Oh.
see what Rush was talking about with this red satanic star,
oh
And
my God,
and
Albert.
again, as I said, you do this gatefold, you go open this gatefold, and they're naked. There's another naked person, dude. They had
And
to
he's
be-
got a camel. Look at the camel toe.
what? You can't have a camel toe as a
Dude, the guy's got a, well,
You
I guess it's a
can't-
moose knuckle.
Yeah, but look, this guy's so effeminate, dude. Look at that.
That looks
Like,
painful.
that's not something you would want on the back cover.
You never separate the beans and the frank.
You don't, man.
You're either right-handed or left-handed.
Yes,
Yeah.
and this guy's very proud. He's very stoic. He's
Yeah.
like, he's like, I'm doing art here,
Is that Neil
people."
Peart, the greatest drummer of all time? That's what they call him, Peart. He had the part.
That's Purty. Well, Rush, I can't make too much.
No. Rush is part of the
Man.
reason why Canada is the greatest country
Speaking
ever.
of, I can't even say. Speaking of camel toe, but man, I love myself some
Oh.
heart, dude. Right here,
Love it.
Look at that. I don't even know where to put this thing. I love it so much.
Dun, 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 dun. I mean, like,
That's Bonanza.
I was thinking of it. But the opening to Barracuda is
Barracuda?
like the same first three riffs. Like, dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
it's
dun,
so
dun,
good.
dun, dun.
And they got so much shit for being two lead singers in a
Talk about
70s rock.
Two bad bitches that
They
pioneered.
were, dude.
These are like the RBGs of rock and roll.
And they didn't have to like do all black makeup like
No.
Joan Jett and stuff like that. They were like, no, we're gonna look pretty.
Dude, they're still rocking to today. I remember
Yeah.
seeing a live show. She sang "Stairway to Heaven" at some music show
Mhm.
in front of Robert Plant and all those guys, and they were crying.
I saw that.
Was
Nancy
it-
or Ann, which one?
Nancy, I think. I don't know.
I don't know which one of the two. I think, but man, they are so.
Again, back then, I get right in the middle.
I would too. Even at this Renaissance fair, I'd be like, I don't care if you guys are stinky with this Renaissance fair nonsense. I'm going right here in the middle. I would photobomb them, and that's how I break the ice right there. I'd be like, hi.
We can
like,
Photoshop
who's
it for
this
like
silly dude?
next week's intro
Who's
photo.
this silly dude like photobombing us? And they wouldn't even know what photobombing was. They'd been like, what's happening? And talking about nice butts, which we weren't, but I'll bring it up. Look at this guy, the boss.
All right, so I'm going to call a Mandela effect on this. This used to be a red bandana, not a red ball cap. It was a red
They
bandana.
changed it.
No,
Oh.
in the old universe, I swear to goodness, because I grew up staring at this album cover. This was not a red ball cap. It was a red.
Well, it looks photoshopped in there.
It does. It was a red bandana.
Well,
Like
that's something we need to look up. Mark, where are you?
I'm going to tell you right now. But that riff, talking again about guitar riffs, the opening riff, the
Mhm.
Born in the USA, the opening track on that. But it was definitely a red bandana.
You know what's interesting about this too?
That was not a red
Is
ball
that,
cap.
I'm gonna look that up. That's very interesting.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna look it up. It's also this album came out. This was like not one of his first. I mean, he was well.
And the
popular.
belt wasn't studded. It was
I don't
just
even
black.
understand this. Well, I don't know. We
No,
need-
no,
we
the
need
belt
to-
wasn't. He wasn't wearing a belt at all.
Huh?
No
I
belt
don't know.
and bandana. All right,
I don't know.
Mandela
We're
effect.
gonna see.
If you look it up, basically in 2012, the world ended, and everything's different now. To where it's not like the Berenstain Bears, it's the Berenstain Bears. and spellings are messed up and logos, Target's logo, like all this stuff.
That's what you were talking about?
Yeah. People remember stuff differently than it actually was. Because you could sit there and be like, no, I know that the Wendy's logo, like Mr. Peanut, does he have a monocle or not?
All right, so you just got deep.
I did.
got
I saw
deep.
that, but I looked at that and I'm
Deep.
like,
Oh,
that was
no.
a Red Bandana. My dad has that album. I'll dig it out of his album collection.
We're gonna see. Orleans.
Oh,
All right, so if you guys have watched the first 2 or 3 or 4 episodes of this show, I have the Orleans with their clothes off. This is Orleans with their clothes on. Right here, look at these guys. Still stoic. Still not that good. But they're here again. And they spared no expense with the glamour shots that they have here. This is not a stain on his shirt. This is a rip. Someone got really upset with this. You know what's happening.
but the
So he's a congressman.
but the vinyl on the inside still fits, right?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it's tits.
What we need is one of those what do they call them back in the day?
It's not vinyl, dude.
A Victrola that we can crank up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it still looks
Oh,
good.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You know, he's got the original lyric sheet.
Oh, see, like this is a thing that kids these days don't even
See,
understand.
this is why old.
Guess
vinyl-
what? You don't have to go to YouTube to figure out what they're saying because you can't understand what they're saying because they're not making music. You can just look in the sheet and be like, oh, when I look into the mirror of her eyes, I see all my visions fading into lines of broken dreams. A map of traveled roads with dead-end signs, a folded pair of jeans with worn-out seams.
And that is Orleans.
And that is Orleans.
You know, there's a couple things I love about vinyl. The old, not you can go buy
The
reprints.
smell that you
The
just
smell, dude.
Yeah.
Smell that, dude.
brought up. It reminds me of my
It's like an old book.
grandpa's
Oh,
basement. Like
man.
that musty
Reminds me
old
of my
book smell.
grandpa too, but it did smell like old basement.
Yeah, but like my grandparents had albums that like, you know, were in Latin and stuff. You know,
They
and
might have
smelled like
this.
this. Yeah.
Boom.
Pearl Bailey.
Pearl Bailey. That's an older. I just
See?
like to break up the genres, man.
But wait. Plus the ink spots.
Yeah. Like she call him up. She's like, "Hey, I'm putting an album out. You guys want to be on?" And he's like, "Well,
What are you gonna call us?
Yeah,
How about the ink spots?
ink spots, man. That's boring. All right, take it or leave it.
Should have gone with wet spots.
How about? My bad.
Giggity.
All right, this one right here is the soundtrack
Classic.
to American Graffiti, and little known fact that American Graffiti was directed by George Lucas before Star Wars. He is actually an acclaimed director before he
Yeah, oh,
came
yeah.
up with that whole thing.
Wasn't what's his face there? Was Opie in that or no? I don't know why.
Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at this. You got and this is you know what?
Black and white.
You could get all creative with the records, man, because you could look at that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I would frame, dude, if I was into that.
Why
You know?
do fools fall? Look at how many tracks are on that.
Oh, it's a hit. This is
So
something
it's a double album set.
Mhm.
It's $298.
Dude, produced by Francis Ford Coppola.
Really?
So Francis Ford Coppola was probably one of the reasons why
Godfather.
George Lucas was
Yeah, he was, like,
became a
mentored.
star. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those directors are amazing.
That's why they're in the Illuminati together.
Ella Fitzgerald.
Ella Fitzgerald. At
Man.
last. Is that
That's
last
a
on there?
great one. That's a great one right there, dude.
That last.
I didn't
was
even know
the-
I had this one. It's not even on the web. None of these are on the website, by the way. I haven't even put them on there.
Not yet.
These are this is the batch that's about to go on this week right here. I usually don't do it that way. I usually do it where these are the ones I just put on, but I didn't do that this time, just because I was lazy.
Oh, wait.
Here's Ray Charles right there. Look at that. Yeah,
I gotta do my Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, man. You got? Have you seen his house? When he had one?
No.
Neither is he.
But my thought on that, and I brought it up earlier, is my father's favorite song is Georgia. And I don't know why, but it is. And so I always thought that you could replace Florida with Georgia because he lives in Florida.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why wouldn't you make it the state that you live in? That's why I moved here, is because he lived in Florida.
Right.
So I was like, Florida.
It sounds good.
I mean, like, it's the same amount of
It
syllables.
sounds good.
Like Jamie Foxx, if you're out there watching and you want to just like redub the Georgia soundtrack, hashtag Jamie Foxx.
Let me try it. Georgia, Florida, so fucking close.
I mean, like,
Sorry, censors.
yep, that's right. We went over decorum.
So, 2 more albums.
Oh, boy.
I don't really like the Mamas and the Papas. That's 60s before my time stuff. I started liking music in the 70s. I'll listen to some.
I liked it from the Forrest Gump soundtrack because it made sense.
It had some good stuff, and I'll listen to some what's some good 60s bands. You can't really know. I guess the Beach Boys,
The Kinks.
the Beach Boys, Iron Butterfly.
Anything
you know.
with "the" in front of the name because the '60s was like the
Anything that wasn't 50s and they just said broke
Yeah.
free. So this is a cool one. And Never There Is Mama Cass, which is one of the albums she put out after she broke free from the Mama.
Dream a little dream of me.
So,
Interesting known fact: she died of a ham sandwich.
yep. That's some shame.
Yeah.
Elvis died on the throne. You know? This is actually cool because you think about this. This is from the early 70s. It still has the original cellophane on it.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes you wonder, like, where did this thing? It came from a store.
Well, I mean, like the
It's
coolest
travel.
It's
It's travel.
I mean, like
man.
in 1970, that was like $2. You know what I'm saying?
Which was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And now it's about $2.
No, it's.
No, actually, this will go for about $13, $14.
I was gonna say adjusted for inflation, it might
Yeah.
be like $15.
It's all based on
Jesus.
Julio, but that's nice. That's nice. So there you go. That's the record selections. You know.
But hey, better than encyclopedia. If children today, like some old person came into a classroom with like a box of records and had like an hour-long class,
Oh, you could talk about so much stuff.
you would learn more about what happened 30
Yes.
years ago from a box of records, especially if you could listen to it, like certain ones. You know,
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of a scene from Almost Famous where he's trying to convince his mom to go on the road.
Oh, wow, yes.
You know, from Rolling
Yeah,
Stone.
yeah.
And she's like, no. She's super Christian conservative, like the devil. And they play her Stairway to Heaven. And there's, a couple of people trying to convince her. And by the end of it, she's like, this is rock and roll. And they're like, yeah, this is what I want to go write about. And she was like, all right. And then you look at it like rock and roll can really change
Yeah.
shit. I mean,
Well,
like,
it changed. It was a
It changed-
soundtrack of change.
it changed the face of
Soundtrack
America
changed.
more than.
Who was that guy? Who's that based on? That was based on the Red Rolling Stone. Cameron Crowe.
Well, no, I think Cameron Crowe was the actor, the kid, right?
We should know.
I just remember, I'm a golden god! And then he
Yes.
jumped off through, but that was
Mark,
him.
where are you with these facts, man?
Remember,
All right.
the cards are $99.
This is a steal. It's a steal, $99 for this. So here we are. What's going on? What's going on here? This week's tease. We got some good ones.
We'll
We'll
go
go
through
through these. We'll go. What time?
Yeah,
is
I
it?
tell you what.
Oh, we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time.
All right, because
We're good.
we're getting long-winded, but you go through and you pass them off to me, and then that way you
You'll
don't
do
have-
the Vanna White. Okay.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
do
So
the-
this week's tease. Okay. So to go into it, the tees. I never thought that I would start buying tees, but I love T-shirts, and I'm calling. And I have to weed through them, and I find some good ones, and I love them, and I sell them. And here we go. So.
Oh, there we go.
It
caught up. There was a buffer.
There's a buffer. So, Vans, great brand. I was into skateboarding a long time ago, back when I was 16. 1966 is when that started. That brand. Two guys kicked it off, and look, and then they're still here today. This is not quite vintage because it was vintage. They would have a tag and not this, but it feels like it's about 10 years old.
And vintage thought, two things.
Mhm.
Chris Farley, living in a van down by the river. Now, all the millennials are living in vans, and they
Yeah.
love Vans t-shirts. Okay, next.
Next. You want to thank Disney for buying Star Wars and just putting so much Star Wars merch out there, but still, this is a classic design. It's not a classic T-shirt, but its design is from the original Star
Poster work,
Wars, 1977. That's a
There we
nice little.
So it's a
print.
great print, and it's the houndstooth gray.
Yeah,
Very soft. It's very supple, and the printing is
Not
smooth.
even supple. So thank you. There it is.
There it is.
And
Next.
now we got Deadpool, my favorite superhero, anti-superhero. We just
Merc of the Month Club.
Yep. Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Right. That's good. It's Merc with a mouth. Mercenary with a mouth.
I thought it was Merc of the
Yeah.
Month.
He's like, pow. Right. You couldn't even made those movies back in like 20 years ago. Right. This one right here. I don't know what the Rays are doing. Anybody give me an update on the texting? Right here. I don't know what people are doing, but what are the Rays doing? Are they winning? But this one right here is a cool promotional T-shirt. Chewbacca. I don't know when this is from. I think it's from about 7 years ago when they did this
Really?
promotional. Yeah, maybe 3. I don't know. It wasn't recent. So
How many closets do you have?
what are you talking about?
Where do you keep?
You
Is this in the vault?
over there, dude?
Oh my
There's
god!
all the T-shirts right there, dude.
The
So,
vault's
yes,
right there.
The vault is right there. All right. So we go in from Ray's Star Wars Chewbacca to another Disney franchise. Jeez, Disney. The world is owned by Disney. The Lion King, the Broadway musical, and that's got some substance right there.
Well,
dude.
that's a raised gel print.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's-
You're learning a lot about screen printing. I love it. I don't really have much to say about that because I didn't watch it or see it. Simba. This one's great.
This one's sold.
You think you're a person, you go up to him, you're like, I love astronomy also. No, you're just a nasty mofo. Nasty man.
Nasty.
man.
Nasty is the National Air and Space Nasty Museum.
Yeah. Isn't that great? And it's good. It's a good one. A little bit of wrinkles, but this is a good brand.
Yeah.
Right
Soft.
here. Yeah. Soft. And then our last 4 are based on someone please buy these because I don't want to
Ooh.
store them for another year. We got Mickey Mouse with some vampire teeth.
This is a woman's tee because I can tell because it's so
Because
thin
the
and
cut?
soft in the cut of it.
And it would look so good just this T-shirt on.
Yeah, you know what? It's making my nipples hard looking at it.
Yeah, and this is from
It's a small.
this is collectible tees.
Oh, but look, it's a Mickey vampire.
Oh yeah, there you go. And then we got this one right here, which is one of my favorite directors.
Pumpkin Gang.
This is Tim Burton. Right there, dude. That's a
Jack.
good one. Jack.
The Pumpkin King.
Jack the Pumpkin King.
And that's clean too. That's
clean.
That's another smooth print.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand about when you get a tee.
Mhm.
You can feel when it's like gnarly. You know, like
Mm.
I ran it off in my printer at home
Yeah.
and set it off with the iron. These are quality prints.
Now, okay, this one right here is is a little bit vintage. This is probably about, based on the tag and all this, probably about 10 years old. But look at that. Let's get smashed. That's outstanding. Come on, that's so good, man. Look at that. Let's get smashed.
That's the punniest one yet. Let's get smashed.
That's a good one right there.
I'm not doing a very good job at Vanna White because now they're
You're
getting
doing
heavy.
it. What about that one right there? Huh?
She looks horny to me.
That's
Is
a good.
that,
That's a
is,
good.
is that a Mandalorian witch?
Yeah. See, how about that? Someone had to
Jesus.
come up with that, and this is my favorite. If someone doesn't buy this T-shirt, I don't know why I keep looking at me on the screen, but I'm right here. If someone doesn't buy this, because this is so screaming some lazy mofo, look at that. I'm lazy. This is my lazy scary costume. dude.
My lazy scary costume.
Yes. And the brand's called Halloween. I don't know if that's true. But those are the cool tees of the week right there, dude.
Yeah.
Right there. So,
I mean, and that's like a small assortment. I can't believe you have the vault in the open.
it is. It's in the open, dude. I have 100, I think it lasts 120 T-shirts for sale. Right? Assorted prices, you know. They're all over the place.
Anywhere between 10 grand and 40,000.
Yeah, I mean, inflation, man. Inflation.
Well, I mean, like based on when they give. Oh, thank you.
No. Right? Let's put them right there. Thank you, tees. Thank you so much. So those are the local tees. I like the tees. The tees are
I
fun.
love the tees. I think they're a good conversation roller because people are looking at them like and like we get a lot of comments too. Look at them. They're all popping up.
They are. They are right there.
Yep. Love the tees.
I don't know why it's fixed right there. I pinned it. Okay,
Oh
so
yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So there's the tees right here. So the St. Pete side lot. That's our next category right there. St. Pete side lot. We have
The
a
big
show.
deal.
The big deal. The big deal.
The big deal.
The big deal. Right there.
Do I need to put my glasses back on?
If you want to, I think that'd be
should.
great. That'd be grand.
It needs to look more official.
It does. It does. I lost my prop. Where's that? Okay, so St. Pete Side Out. We have a show on Friday, right? And that would be tomorrow.
Every Friday.
We have the Octo Beer Fest. All right. Tomorrow is kid friendly. It is pet friendly. It is somewhere you guys need to be. We have a
It's outdoors.
It's outdoors.
That's the best part about it.
There's
Right now,
social distancing.
being able to be outdoors
Social distancing.
is amazing.
It's amazing.
The weather's amazing.
The weather's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be great.
It's
we have a
gonna be
new
a-
stage up. If you haven't seen it, you know. It's good.
I vaguely remember it from last week.
That was funny. We had a country superstar, future country superstar.
Yeah.
She was great. But tomorrow we have a full Oktoberfest band. We have a Bratz. Lederhosen. We have Bratz and we have
wait.
gin
You had-
and food.
You had me at Brats.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So it is Oktoberfest tomorrow from 6 to 10 or 11, based on how we're going to do it. So, yes, bring the kids out. Bring everybody out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Get in your Lederhosen.
Come
Put
on.
your mask on.
Come
Come in
on.
the gate and dance
We're going to
outdoors.
celebrate the Rays winning and going to the World Series. Huh?
That should be the case after
Should be the
tonight.
case.
Right? Are
Should
they
be the
playing
case.
tonight?
They're
Yeah.
playing right now. We're playing right now.
All right. Well, that's good.
Um,
I mean, I wish they would just win and get it over with.
Yeah.
And then Tom Brady can come in and win it for the Buccaneers. Yeah.
Jesus.
What?
That's what I do when I chug a beer. Okay, so and we have 2 more slides here.
Oh,
We're
boy.
almost done. We got about 4 more minutes here, but we're going to start a whole new thing. I see that there's 3 people on this chat room, and there's probably some more in the other room. But we're going to do a call-in chat giveaway. Every week we're going to give away a T-shirt since I have 140 of them or whatever.
That'll last us a couple years.
Last week, we had Patrick call in during the show. He gave me this idea. And Patrick, this is your T-shirt, man. Handpicked by Downtown Pete, which, by the way, is me. Right here. You get a free T-shirt. So right now, I want the first person to call in at 727-804-4672. The first person that calls my phone will be on the air, and you will get a free T-shirt. 727-804-4672. I know there's people watching right now. You better call, man. You better call. All right? My phone's right here. Ooh, hold on. I better turn my settings on. Okay, my silent mode is off. My silent mode is off. So I want people to call right now. 727-80. You can't call. You're here, dude. If you know what? We'll see. So there's.
That wasn't me. I swear that wasn't me.
All right. Who is this right here?
Live on air.
You're live on air. Hold on. Let me put the speaker on.
Don't say penis.
Jessica Butler, what are you doing?
It's Jessica Ballard, but hello.
Hello.
Good
hello.
evening.
All right, Jessica, you are the first caller in, so I appreciate it. Jessica has been watching every show.
The phone lines are jammed.
And she got beat by Rich Martinez every time.
Oh my God.
She's got the hot finger.
And Jessica Weston's calling in. She is not. Jessica, I'm so sorry, Jessica Weston.
Number
but
2.
Jessica Butler. But you know what? Jessica? I'm gonna call Jessica Weston too, and she's gonna win a T-shirt too. So I can give
Jessica squared.
I'm gonna get 2 T-shirts out. 2 T-shirts out.
That is
So,
amazing.
so Jessica Butler, what is your? You know what? You want to tell me now? But you tell me size and preference of what you kind of like. I kind of know it already because you're my sister. But I have a lot of T-shirts that I can send your way. I know what you like. You don't have to tell me. I want it to be a surprise, right?
Do I need to take it down?
No, you don't. It's a mystery tee,
No,
man.
no,
It's a
no, no.
mystery
But,
tee.
but I would just throw it out there and ask one simple question of you there, Jessica. Did you?
What?
Is there one tee that we showed you in the preview that you really liked?
I think one of those Halloween shirts she needs.
I'm just saying. If you saw the T-shirt preview, was there one in that lot that you might have liked?
I might have missed it. I had to go in and out because of my schoolwork.
Okay.
Well, you called in just in time.
Well, we'll get you a good one, Jessica. We're going to get you a
But
good
give
one.
me a good one, bro.
I will, sis. I will. So, yes, you will get a good one.
Something.
You got it. You got it. All right, Jessica Butler was the first caller, and she's going to win a mystery tee that will be handpicked by me, and she will win it. So I appreciate you calling in, Jessica. I love you, and I will see you soon.
I love you, bro.
I love you, too. All right, bye.
Super duper.
Super duper.
Super duper.
All right, so now,
Outstanding.
so now we're going to call
Weston.
Jessica Weston because she is going to
Wait,
win.
yeah, but wait. Hold on a second.
It's like we're in the Jerky Boys or something.
Have we reached you about your car's extended warranty?
Jessica Weston.
And this is Jessica Weston.
Yes. Have we contacted you about your car's extended warranty?
You're live on air, Jessica. You're live on air with DowntownPete.com. How are you? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
You're live on air. We are streaming live on our show. And
I hear you. We're going to get some feedback.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn that volume down.
So listen, I'm gonna send you a T-shirt. So you are the second caller, but I feel froggy tonight, and I'm gonna send you a T-shirt also. So we'll talk after this show, and we'll get your size, we'll get your preferences, and we'll send you a mystery tee.
Sounds great.
All right, I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
All right, we miss you.
Thanks so much. It was a lot of fun.
Remember to extend that warranty.
All right, all right. I'll see you soon. All right, hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah.
Bye.
If it wasn't for the feedback, the extended warranty thing would have worked.
It would have. It would have.
Because every
So-
time you get a local number, you're like, "Oh, this is my buddy or somebody," and they're like, "We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty." And you're like, "Are you flipping kidding me right now?" I own a 2006 Dodge truck, and you want to extend the
There's
warranty?
no warranty on that mode.
No.
No. So I think that is our last thing right there.
Oh goodness.
That was a 47 minutes of outstanding fun.
It went
Um,
fast. I mean, we tried to stay on track.
We did be a little over.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about what to talk about and tried to stay on track and move it along.
Yeah. Sal, I want to thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Right
I had
here.
a great time.
One of the best artists in the area.
And by the way,
Cards right here.
the cards are free if you hire me.
Yeah, look at that. Metallology.
Yep.
So, and I want to thank the people watching. Thank you guys so much. I know we were battling the Rays with this live feed, but it will be on social media so we can watch it afterwards. So
Yeah. Like what we're gonna do is we're gonna post it right after the Rays
it's
win.
gonna be posted. It's
Yeah.
boom, boom.
And then people are gonna be all hyped about the Rays winning and be all jacked up, and then next show we get all hot on the Rays material.
Yeah.
If you have me back, I'm not trying to take over.
No, I need a person. I like to have these people in here. It's just too much for me to be on here by myself. I'm hysterical, but I'm not that hysterical.
Well, yeah, I mean, you need to keep the conversation
Thank
fun. I
you.
mean,
You're right.
I need
You're right.
a couple of interns and a producer in a green room
We
next
can
time.
start
but
here.
we'll talk about it.
And we
We'll
need a
talk
studio audience. All right, we've done good. Mark and Misty were not here. Kristen was not here.
about it.
Jessica
a couple of
and Matt
laughs.
were not here.
Yeah.
And we need people to be back here to give us some energy, like we need
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
we pull in some friends next time. Keep them 6 to 16 feet away.
Yeah,
we
we'll
put some in the vault. We
I
can
think
hide them
we'll
in the
put-
t-shirt
we'll
vault.
put bleachers up. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you so much.
It was a lot of fun. I
Thank
keep
you,
looking
Ronnie.
down. I don't know why I'm doing that the whole time.
You're
I'm looking
watching
down.
yourself like
I'm
we're going
here.
to change that. We're going to put.
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that.
We're going to make it to where he wants to stare at the camera.
All right.
Oh, wait. And before we run out, there's a special birthday shout out.
Sal.
There's a special birthday shout out, and you thought we forgot.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Kathy Lynch.
Happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday.
you. Happy birthday
To you.
Happy birthday
To you. Happy birthday.
To you.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. As Kristen Coffee would say, this is your birthday song. It's not very long.